Hello students, in previous part we have discussed about lipids, simple lipids. Now in this part we will discuss on another types of lipids such like as conjugated and derived lipids. Lipids. As we have discussed, there are three types of lipids: simple lipids, conjugated lipids and derived lipids. We have already discussed about simple lipids. In this section we will discuss on conjugated lipid, and second one is derived lipid. Firstly, we discussed on conjugated lipid. What do you mean by conjugated lipid? The lipid which contains simple lipid with some another part, non-lipid part, that is called conjugated lipid. It means it contains simple lipid plus other part, means non-lipid part. Non-lipid part. That lipid is called conjugated lipid. For example, we will first take the example of phospholipid. Phospholipid is contain simple lipid and one attachment of phosphoric acid or phosphate. It is the simple lipid plus phosphoric acid or phosphate. In previous section we have discussed on monoglyceride, diglyceride, triglyceride. Glyceride is the one circular part that is called glycerol, and the chain is known as fatty acid. If this type of glycerol is attached one side with a phosphate molecule or phosphoric acid, this type of lipid is called phospholipid. The example of phospholipid is lecithin. So it is called phospholipid because it contains simple lipid, glyceride, with attachment of one side phosphoric acid. So this is called phospholipid. The next one is glycolipids. Glycolipid, the lipid which contains simple lipid plus carbohydrate. Simple lipid plus carbohydrate. That is called glycolipids. As we have seen that the cell membrane is made up of bilipid layer. The fluid mosaic model of cell membrane was proposed by Singer and Nicholson. Proposed the fluid mosaic model of cell membrane. Cell membrane is made up of bilipid layer, such this one, we can say that, not this one. This is the bilipid layer of cell membrane. This model was proposed by fluid mosaic model proposed by Singer and Nicholson. If this lipid is attached outer side with protein as well as lipid, if this is attached with the lipid, that is called glycolipid. And the example of glycolipid is glycocalyx. This glycocalyx is used, or we can say that help in making the cell membrane. Cell membrane. This is the glycolipid. One more type of conjugated lipid is lipoprotein. Lipoprotein. Lipo means lipid, and proteins if the lipid contains with protein. It is the combination of simple lipid with protein. As we have seen that in cell membrane, the lipid attached with the protein, that is called glycoprotein. And this glycoprotein is also known as lipoprotein. So where it is used, it is also used in the cell membrane. One more type of conjugated lipid is sphingolipid. Sphingolipid or sphingolipid. This is the lipid in which lipid attached with other side nitrogen base. It means it is the combination of lipid plus nitrogen base. That type of lipid is called sphingolipid or sphingolipids. This is also used in cell membrane as well as nerve tissue or nervous system. So these are different types of conjugated lipid. The next third type of lipid is known as derived lipid. It means this is not synthesized, it is derived with other sources. Derived lipids are of two types. Derived lipids of two types, sterol and terpenes. Sterol is also known as sterol alcohol. On the basis of derived from different source, these sterols are of different types. First one, if the sterol is obtained derived from the plants, that sterol is known as a phytosterol. It means obtained from plants or plant sterol. Plant sterol is known as phytosterol. This phytosterol can be categorized into two parts: stigma sterol and cytosterol. Stigma sterol is derived from the soybean. It is derived from soybean. And cytosterol is derived from the wheat oil. So the sterol which is obtained from the plants, that is called plant sterol, or as it is known as phytosterol. And phytosterol can be categorized into two: stigma sterol and cytosterol. The second one, the sterol which is obtained from fungi, that is called ergosterol. It is obtained from fungi. This ergosterol is present in the cell membrane of the fungi. As we know that the fungi contains cell membrane of chitin, and chitin mixed with the ergosterol. It is found in cell membrane of fungi. The next sterol is the sterol which is derived from the animals. So animal sterol is also known as zoosterol. and the main important cholesterol is cholesterol. Cholesterol is very important in our body for derivation of different types of compounds. Cholesterol. What is cholesterol? Cholesterol is obtained from gallstone. It is derived from gallstone. It is a whitish fluid. It acts as insulator. It means it helps in to maintain the body temperature. It doesn't lose the body heat, and neither the heat enters in our body. It acts as insulator. Its boiling point is 140 degrees Celsius to 149 degrees Celsius to 150 degrees Celsius. Its boiling point is 149 degrees Celsius to 150 degrees Celsius. This cholesterol is found in cell membrane. This cholesterol is also found in cell membrane, which provide the mechanical strength. It is also found in cell membrane. Due to the presence of cholesterol in cell membrane, it provides support, or you can strength, mechanical strength to the cell membrane. One another type of sterol is bile acid. Bile acid, as the name of bile salt. Bile acids. There are different bile acid. For example, cholic acid, deoxycholic acid, and third one is deoxycholic acid. Next, sterol is steroid hormone. This is the third one. Fourth one bile acid. Fifth one is steroid hormone. The sex hormones: in male testosterone and in female progesterone, and a small amount of estrogen. Progesterone and testosterone. The main sex hormones also derived from the steroid hormones, and these steroid hormones also derived from cholesterol. We will discuss later what is the main role of cholesterol. The next one is steroid hormone, is adrenal corticoid. Sixth one, adrenal corticoids. The adrenal gland, which also secretes adrenal hormones, those are called adrenal corticoids. Next one is vitamin D, which is very useful for our body to make the strength of the bone. Vitamin D is also a sterol. Cholesterol, vitamin D is also derived from cholesterol. Steroid hormone is also derived from cholesterol. So we can see that cholesterol plays very important role, but up to a limit. So on the basis of different quantity, we can categorize the cholesterol into two parts: good cholesterol and bad cholesterol. Cholesterol must be present in our body, but up to a limit, because these cholesterol derived steroid hormones as well as vitamin D. But as the excess quantity of cholesterol becomes in our body, It means the quantity rise up. Cholesterol. This cholesterol start to deposit in blood vessels. It means the bad cholesterol. This is the bad cholesterol. If the amount of cholesterol is exceeded up to limit, then that is called bad cholesterol, and this cholesterol may be start to deposit in blood vessels, and it affects the flow of blood. So a person may be undergo cardiac arrest. This is the different type of steroid. As we have discussed, all these sterols are derived from a 4-ring compounds. All steroids are derived mostly in animals. All sterols are derived from a 4-ring compound. 4-ring compounds in the skeleton. In the skeleton, and that ring is called phenanthrene. Phenanthrene is a 3,6. It may form two structures: 3,6 membrane ring or 1,5 membrane ring. Again listen, mostly the animal steroid is obtained from the skeleton of a 4-ring compound, and that 4-ring compound is known as phenanthrene. This phenanthrene show two types of structure. One is 3,6 membrane ring and other one is 1,5 membrane ring. If it contains 3,6 hexagonal ring, or if it is from 1,5 membrane ring, that is called pentagonal. So these are the different derived lipids, or we can say that sterol. The next one is terpenes. Terpenes, we can derive terpenes from a 5-carbon compounds called isoprene. Terpenes, it is derived from a 5-carbon compound called isoprene. So we can say that terpenes is the 5-carbon compound, and that is called isoprene. From this isoprene we can derive the natural rubber. Natural rubber is polyterpenes. It means this is the natural rubber is derived from isoprene, which contain many units of terpenes. So it is called polyterpenes. Another is, it is derived from vitamin A. Carotenoid, the pigment which is also derived from the terpenes. The main characteristics of terpenes is it imparts of odor. It imparts of special odor. It means it produces special smell, and due to its special smell, it contains special characteristics. Impart of special odor. We can say that it is the special characteristics. What are the special characteristics of terpenes? First one is it has impart of special odors. of, or you can say the order in camphor, eucalyptus oil and menthol. Due to presence of terpenes, camphor, eucalyptus oil and menthol, they produce different smell, special smell or special odor. This is the main characteristics of terpenes. These all we have discussed all three types of lipid: simple lipids, conjugated lipids and terpenes. In next part we will discuss on amino acid.